This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
Hey guys, so my last mod review was fairly well received, so I figured that I'd go ahead and I'd do another one. Now, like the last mod review I did, this is going to be on a new set of power armor that was made by a Japanese mod developer. This is a mod that I'd like to see become more popular, as I think it's a very high quality power armor mod, even if it does need some more features. This is the Knight power armor mod by Nexus user M150. At the current time of this review, the Knight power armor is only available on the Nexus for the PC version of Fallout 4. If you would like to see this mod on your platform, I recommend that you go endorse this mod on the Nexus and politely ask him on his mod description page. So let's go ahead and get into the mod. Now, as you can probably tell already, the Knight power armor isn't based on Fallout 4's lore at all and is made by a Japanese mod developer. From what I'm able to tell from just looking at the armor reminds me a lot of a suit of armor you might see in a Dark Souls game. Provided that you have the jetpack customization installed like I do here, this mod also replaces the standard black jetpack from Fallout 4 with this angel-winged jetpack. The Knight power armor mod also comes with a mace weapon mod as well, and from what I've been able to tell, this mace is far superior to the super sledge in Fallout 4. However, it does weigh about 43 pounds. Now, you may notice from the gameplay I'm showing here that the mod isn't called the Knight power armor in-game. Instead, the power armor is called Fides Equus, and the mace is called the Hereticus Farie. Pardon my Latin, I speak American.
It's English, dumbass.
Now, both of these are Latin and roughly translate to Faith Knight for the armor, which was the Fides Equus, and the Hereticus Farie translates to Heretic Strike for the mace. When compared to the Exo-1 power armor in terms of stats like damage resistance, energy resistance, radiation resistance, and armor health, the Knight power armor is on par with the Exo-1 Mark VI and can be upgraded just like the Exo-1 armor. The only reason the Knight power armor mod is inferior is because it can't accept most power armor customizations and doesn't have any unique power armor paints. If we're talking aesthetics, this makes sense as Knights didn't have internal database mods or calibrated shocks for their leg armor. It's also a shame that there aren't any power armor paints for this mod. However, I think if this mod ultimately ends up becoming more popular, they will get added, whether that's from the original mod developer themselves or from other modders. Like I mentioned earlier, this power armor mod does come with a custom jetpack. Instead of the standard black base game jetpack, you get angel wings and a more elegant look overall. In my opinion, it looks pretty badass and it reminds me a lot of Gundam Wing in a way. All we need now is that double-barreled Buster Rifle. I think it's awesome that this power armor mod appears to be made from its very own assets. Now, at the same time, it does slightly remind me of the Dwarven armor from Skyrim in a way, but even still, I do like the look of this armor as it really reminds me of something that we might see out of Dark Souls. Plus, the name Faith Knight would fit within the game, as Faith is a stat that you can level in Dark Souls, and you can make a miracle-based build out of like maxing out your faith skill. Now, while I'm mostly focusing on the power armor here, I do like how he added a weapon mod to go with it. Obviously, it is mostly based on the two-handed weapons from the base game, sort of like your super sledge or maybe your baseball bat, but I do like the look of the Hereticus Farie or the Heretic Strike mace. In a certain way, this does remind me sort of the Liberty Prime power armor mod that I covered in the last mod review video. Especially when you start to look at the elbows while moving in third person, you'll notice that you can see inside the power armor frame sort of like you could with the Liberty Prime power armor when I reviewed it at the time. However, I do think that this is something that the mod developer could fix, provided this mod was shown more support from the rest of the modding community. Really guys, this is a mod that I would really like to see get a lot more support. And while I don't know this mod developer or where he or she is located geographically, I can speculate on some things here. Now, for those of you that don't know, in Japan, the Xbox One isn't particularly popular, and it's likely that this mod might never ever come to Xbox. And I think this is a shame because there might actually be a lot of people that might want to experience this particular mod that only have the Xbox version of Fallout 4. I'd be curious if the Xbox One version of Fallout 4 in Japan has mod support like the European and NTSC or American versions do. Something that I will say is that if you want this mod to appear on your platform of choice, whether it be on Xbox One or PS4, I recommend that you go endorse this mod on the Nexus and leave a polite comment telling him you like this developer's mod. It might be that it could simply be ported to console, and it might just be easy like that, and if you just let him know you wanted that, it's suddenly on console. Really the only problems that I have with this mod is that there aren't any power armor paints for it, and it would be cool to have a 4K HD texture for this armor, or maybe some power armor paints inspired by each paint you see in the game, but I think those could be added at a later date and really shouldn't detract or give you a negative opinion of this mod, because I do think this mod is excellent. Now, all of my subscribers probably know that I love power armor mods. This one in particular is an awesome one to add to that collection. Yes, it's not lore friendly, but I like the overall design and look of the armor. Plus, the Latin inspiration here is pretty cool as well. If you're curious, you can either spawn this into your game with console commands, or you can travel to the Untitled Chapel near Croup Manor. Now, both of these locations are close to Libertalia, to give you some idea. I'd like to ultimately see this mod appear on Xbox One and PS4 in addition to the PC platform. I think that would bring this mod to a larger audience than we currently have on the PC version. Overall, I definitely recommend that you check this mod out, especially if you want to cosplay as a medieval knight with a matching mace. Anyway guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, and as always, take care and I'll see y'all next time.